Oh no. All right. What's up,
I've never
everybody?
done this.
Today we are back again with another episode of the Rated Decrew podcast. I'm joined here with Miguel,
How you doing?
and I'm joined here with a new guest that we have today.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Scuba
Yes,
AKA
you know him from
as Nick
Nay.
as
Cage.
Nick Cage, the
Yes.
world-renowned actor
There's
from
just
Nick Cage
Scubashark
the movie.
857 because I decided to put a bunch of numbers at the end of my username when I was like 8.
Yeah,
Well,
Xbox
I think it was
gamer
8 times
tags
4.
you like.
It wasn't Xbox, it was like PS4, I think. I had just gotten the
Oh.
PS4 and that was like what I did.
PSN.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Respect.
Although I still don't have PSN again. I
think
had it years ago and I
my
just don't have it anymore.
auto-generated, I think it was Xbox because I played Minecraft, so I had to make an Xbox Live account. I think mine was something Panda 48. I remember that. It was
Yo,
like
let's
Smooth
go.
Panda 48. Something
Smooth
stupid.
Panda.
It's like really terrible. But
It's
yeah,
a smooth.
and then
I mean, that's Xbox generated usernames. They're just all terrible.
Yeah.
They're all absolutely garbage. But
All right, so let's get started with this question that I have been itching to ask for a little while.
let's go.
When do you guys think you will outgrow video games, or will you ever in your life outgrow video games?
I ever will really like completely.
Yeah.
Like I may end up just kind of finding myself like away from them, but I don't think like I'll ever outgrow them completely. Be like I don't think I'll ever be at a point where I'm like, man, video games just aren't fun at all ever. You know, like I think I probably will kind of drift away, but like I don't think it'll ever really 100% be gone.
Feel that?
Yeah, for me,
Miguel?
I feel like it's not that kind of thing where I will just stop playing. I feel like to me it's become like, I mean, for me it's a little bit different. For me, video games have been like kind of like a way to maintain contact and kind of keep in touch with people I know, considering I have moved around a fair amount. And it's just a different thing, you know. It's kind of become like a hobby where I manage to connect with friends from multiple different places without having to physically be in the same place at the same time. And I mean, I plan to continue that. I don't think video games are like that thing where I'm just gonna become 30 and just fucking stop. I feel like it's got its ups and downs. So like sometimes you may get really into a video game and other times you're just really bored and want to get away from video games. I mean, Minecraft's a big example from that. Like
just the last 2 weeks have just been bed wars every night.
It's just last 2 weeks we've just been playing Minecraft and Jackbox nonstop.
I actually learned how to speed bridge somehow, and like
it's literally that's all that's been happening like recently. But like it's gonna have its point where people just get bored of it. That just happens. It's just gonna happen.
I mean, that's like what happens with Minecraft though. Like I generally like basically everyone I talk to with Minecraft, they're like, oh yeah, no, like Minecraft, you're into it for like you're super into it for like 2-3 weeks, right? Or like just a certain amount of time. You get like addicted. And then just, you know, after that you kind of just stop playing for like months and you come back to it and then you get addicted again. It's like the same cycle.
Yeah, it's like that weird like 2-week period that you get where you're just like nonstop, like this is the only game I want to play. And then after those 2 weeks are up, you know, you stop playing it for like 6 months.
Yeah,
and I mean, Minecraft's one of those games you actually come back to. Like, there's some games that you get really addicted to for like a month, maybe, or a couple
and then
weeks,
you just don't come back to
and then you just don't come back to it. Period.
Yeah.
But I feel like video games to me have become like kind of like a community gathering. Especially like I feel like the removal of couch games. Like the most common type of couch games were like the Nintendo games, and I feel like now they're trying to shift into online multiplayer. Which
no, they're not.
No,
Nintendo. They're okay. I guess they're trying. But they're failing
massively at.
And you're talking to like a Super Nintendo.
No, I know they haven't fully converted. I'm just saying they're trying to with adding the whole online spiel. But
sometimes it feels like they are, but other times it just feels like they're not at all.
They're just very controlling with their things. But I feel like most of the PS4 games nowadays, like there's just no like couch play. Like all the games that have couch play were released like 5 years ago, and I feel like that kind of sucks because those games were actually really fun to play, even like once in a while, or like multiplayer games. Like I feel like people have gotten. It's kind of the games have changed, and I feel like gaming will continue to change. I don't think I'll ever stop. I think there will be ups and downs, and I'll play less during one year, maybe play more during another one. Like imagine I'm in imagine I become a world famous actor. Already am, but imagine I become even more famous. All right, and imagine I have during an entire year I get cast in 2 different movies, or like I act in a movie and I'm producer in another one. Like I'm not gonna have that much time. But if imagined another year, I'm only
But on
cast
the
in
plane
one
ride,
movie
you play on your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things I'm never gonna stop. But I'll definitely have my ups and downs, and I'll like start and stop playing.
Yeah, like definitely recently, like I feel like, I have my Nintendo Switch like right here and all that, right? But like recently, I honestly have not been playing it a ton. Like I think the most I played it recently was like I played it. I played a ton of Monster Hunter Rise. That game was really fun, and I love playing it with friends. But it's just I haven't really had time recently, just because like college stuff and like AP exams. And then even then, I was kind of like drifting away from it. I've been doing more PCU stuff with everyone else because like unfortunately, a lot of my friends just don't really have a lot of those online games, and those who do usually aren't really willing to play them, which sucks. But it's like, I mean, like I know that when I did do college tours when I went up to Ohio, like, and also when my mom decided to take us all on vacation, which was kind of hell, but I just spent like the entire car rides just playing like on my Nintendo Switch, and I was just hooked. I had a ton of fun with that. There was like this one game I played. I haven't finished it, and I think I'm worried it's gonna be one of those games where like I really love it and I'm like hot addicted to it,
and then
I kind of put it down, and then I'm just no. I'm worried it's one of those games that like I'm having a lot of fun with it, but then I just kind of put it down, and I just don't really get back into it.
Pick it back up.
Yeah, the only reason I put it down is because Monster Hunter came out.
Spider-Man PS4. I started it. I really got into it, and then I got fucking school and work, and I kind of never picked it back up until quarantine started, and I played the full game like 3 times because it's an absolutely legendary video game. That's all I'm
like Trails of Cold Steel 3. I have like 45 hours in it just from like all those car rides and stuff. And then like Monster Hunter came out on Switch. I started playing that, and I just like then after that like all the AP exams and stuff started, so I haven't really had any time to do anything with it. So
now let's get into
that kind of shifts. Yeah.
Let's get into
I just wanted to like
let's get into kind of like an important note in this is Nick Kage the movie. Obviously you're the guest and you're
honestly
the star. You're the main character in Nick Kage the movie.
For everybody who hasn't seen it, I'm not spoiling anything. Yeah, go watch it. But I'm just telling you right now,
it's an experience.
These roles, they're honestly more iconic than Moist Critical's role in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. All right, it's more iconic than that.
That's a very
fair warning before you go watch it. All right.
All right.
And
if you haven't seen it, click off this video right now and go watch it. Link will be in the description.
Don't know what Nick Kage the movie is? It's Scuba's movie. I was in it. A couple other friends were in it. I played Dave the Wizard and his mom. He plays Nick Kage,
I'm not
the
in
main
this
character.
I really do think Miguel's performance as Dave the Wizard was one of the best parts of the movie. I really think Miguel just fucking hit it out of the park with that. I
really like that.
I know I played Nick Kage, but I really think Nick Kage is probably the weakest character in the film.
I wouldn't say
besides maybe Gene 1.
I think Gene won. I feel like Nick Kage is actually during the movie. Nick Kage actually is fucking perfect because he's the only one basically in the entire fucking movie that's actually excited to be there, and you can really like tell like he's actually genuinely excited. The character's genuinely excited to go on this adventure. Everyone around him is just so dull. I mean, if you look at, Dave the Wizard literally sits around and does nothing but drink Pepsi. It's fucking hilarious.
I was like, no. So my friend Glycon, he wrote the script, and the reason he did it was because it was an English project where he had to do like a whole thing with the hero's journey, right? And so I was like, he was like, what do you want to do for a theme? And so me, him, and Miguel, like we stayed after school one day, and just like this is like probably his first time talking to Glycon, like in person. And so we just talked about what we want to do for plot. We couldn't think of anything. So like then we started thinking stuff like plots. And I was like, look, we gotta do something with a budget. I have a wizard robe and I have a wizard hat, and we can have a wizard. And I had also thought like earlier on, I was like, look, if we're gonna have a wizard, I think Miguel would be just the perfect wizard. Yeah. And just like have him just not give a shit about anything. Just have that be his entire character. Just be like, just super laid back, not caring about anything, just super ridiculous. And I really do think that worked and was just amazing.
I personally really enjoyed the movie, but like I want to hear what Dom thinks. Dom is like the fucking he actually watched the movie, so I'll
viewer and like I like critically analyze these films. Like there are some very, very low budget films. Like for example, there's a film out there called El Mariachi. It had a film budget of I think $6,000, and even like some of the cast members had to help the cameraman film like these really fucked up, like, you know, not fucked up,
shaky
I should say, but like really hard like camera angles and all that shit. And the movie, the box office ended up being like $3 million or something like that. Like Jesus. it was honestly, and I saw this and it was a really fucking good movie. And that kind of goes along the same with this type of thing, because this is like the most low budget film I've ever seen in my life, but it's easily says some of the best fucking quality and some of the best like written shit I've ever seen in my life.
The
like
quality is kind of garbage, but I mean, like we recorded on iPhone. Our budget, I believe, was just about $40.
If you go on IMDb, we put our
he made an IMDb page.
If we go on IMDb, it's actually like $48 in total for the budget, and that's because, well, you have to watch the movie to find out what it's for.
It's because of the end credit scene.
It's because of the end credit scene. That's how much the end credit scene cost. It's $48 is the total amount of money we wasted on this movie.
We recorded our entire trip to do that, like including driving over to do all this stuff.
That was like, honestly, the jokes are so well written. The punchlines are amazing. Miguel's usual monotone voice is so perfectly.
That's why, I heard that. I was like, this is the wizard. This could be a perfect wizard.
Like
just
him saying shit like,
him
saying shit like, okay, adios. Like shit like that. It just like had me almost on the floor fucking laughing because of how like it's just such a great film, and the plot line's amazing. It's the usual like character development, like training montages. First fight with the villain, they lose, they fuck up, they have another training montage, and they learn a lesson type of movie, I should say, but it's
there's really no lessons when I think about it.
Yeah, well, they go through the whole journey and all that stuff. Yeah,
it's really a generic movie, and we were discussing this, and we wanted to see if we were going to make a Gene Eric and Dave the Wizard spin-off. I feel like that would be fucking hilarious, considering.
I feel like it'd be really good, but I feel like at the same time, like I think it's just the fact that like. I don't know if they work like together, because like the whole thing is that like I feel like they're really good contrast to Nick's character, where he's like kind of energetic and all that, and he's like super kind of enthusiastic about everything.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile you just have Gene sitting in the background doing it to him the entire movie. We planned that. That was the entire plan with it. We actually just said I just said when we were filming, I was like, wait, what if in every scene, right? We want you to be as generic as possible. What if just every scene that like your motion isn't specified, we just have you do it to them?
Oh, and don't forget about the Pog. The Pog is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, the Connects Pog.
Absolutely great.
In the original clip of that, you like if you listen to the audio, you can just hear us die at the end of it.
Yeah, we fucking die at the end. Because he was like, okay, act surprised, and he just fucking goes.
No, I'm pretty sure I told him, Connects, just do a pog face. Just do a pog face. It'll be hilarious.
Brilliant. It was fucking brilliant. Oh yeah, make sure to check Connects and Lycon out as well. But they were very, very good parts of the movie as well.
They're
the
amazing.
on IMDb, so if you watch it and you want to rate it, give us.
You got that shit on IMDb?
Give us a rating on IMDb. Gosh. Yes, we got our own IMDb page. Let's go.
Yeah, Miguel made an IMDb page and they accepted it.
I'm waiting for them to accept the poster. They still haven't accepted the poster. But yeah, other than that, it's funny. It's funny.
It's an experience. It's just like. We had a lot of fun doing it.
We had a lot of fun making it, and I feel like that shows throughout the movie. You can definitely tell that as a group we managed to work together so well because we were having so much fun making it. And
Miguel,
it was so stupid. The plot was so stupid. The whole movie, the movie as a concept, it's so stupid. It's funny. That's basically the whole idea.
I want to say after the first fight, there was no script. We had no script after the first fight. And I honestly feel like the best parts of the movie were the parts that weren't scripted. Like that's what I've generally heard as well, and I generally agree with that. I think the best parts of the movie were the parts that weren't scripted. Like, unfortunately, this wasn't recorded, but there's like the scene in the morning where like I wake up, and unfortunately they didn't record. But like I wake up, I sit up, and I just said, "Ah, what a morning."
So you can hear
exactly like that.
When he goes back into his room, I think you hear him walk back and say, "Ah, what a morning." But hold on, there's a scene at the start where he fucking brushes his teeth. We did like 30 takes of that because every time
we spent like 2 hours on that.
So the first time he did it, he went up to there, he looked in the mirror and he said, "Ah, what a morning." We fucking died laughing, so we couldn't include it in the movie. The second scene, which is the one he included, is the one where he turns on the water, turns it off, and then turns it back on again for no fucking reason. So
no, and then they just died. I didn't have the third one. I didn't have the third one, unfortunately. That's why I didn't put it in there. But the third one was like
when he put toothpaste and then just fucking washed it off. Just fucking washed off the toothpaste, never put it in his mouth. It's so fucking brilliant. We had so much fun.
No. The third one. The first one, I think the first one was me just like I was brushing my teeth for an uncomfortably long amount of time, and I only brushed one side.
Yeah, you
only brushed one side, took it out, then put it back in and brushed the same side.
It's this movie is I personally really enjoyed watching the movie. I feel like most props goes to Scuba for editing the movie. Because the editing was on point. He did.
But all the special effects, like all the intro and everything, that was all Miguel. Like the title screen, that was Miguel.
Yeah, I did do the title screen and the title sequence, which actually took me an entire day to render.
Oh yeah, no, Adobe After Effects is like.
But it's funny. I fucking enjoyed it. I fucking enjoyed watching the movie. Link will be in the description on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, if you're on Spotify or if you're on Google Podcast or whatever.
Spotify?
Yeah, we're on Spotify.
What?
Go on IMDb and look for Nick Kage. It should be the first thing that pops up. It should just say Scubashark My Gel. It was like
Cage with a K, by the way.
Yeah, with a K.
With a K.
We can't get copyrighted,
we can't use the C because for obvious reasons.
Did you know Nick Kage actually went bankrupt because he spent all his money digging for dinosaurs?
I feel like that's something Nick Kage would do.
That's real. That's an actual thing.
Both the character and the actor.
We've
heard enough of Nick Kage. Just make sure you watch the movie because I think it's fucking.
But like we really hope to do more film stuff or IRL stuff. My only concern is that like after Nick Kage, I'm worried that it's like if we try and do more stuff. Yeah, that's because like we're gonna have the same people. We're only gonna have the same people. We don't exactly have like a huge variety of costumes or anything, or like things to make our faces look different. So I'm just worried that like if we do more films, it's just gonna feel like it's kind of the same.
Stay tuned though, there might be an upcoming movie. Maybe.
Not
teasing, just maybe. Hypothetically speaking, there could be. We don't know yet.
Also, how are we gonna do that competition thing? We gotta talk about that. Like, how are we gonna make it?
All right.
Just to destroy your eardrums real quick for everybody who's trying to fall asleep.
Thank you for fucking watching the Nick Kage movie because you definitely watched that now.
All right.
Fucking Dom, it's your turn again. You were going to say something.
Okay, yeah. Let me get the
microphone out of my mask.
Pull the mic out of your eardrums.
All right, there we go. All right, so the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So pretty much, fair warning, last thing for Nick Kage, and then we can move on to whatever topic or whatever question you guys want to ask next. Is this 20-minute movie feels like it was 3 minutes long because it was that enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exact. Like I showed it to Miguel like the night before I rendered it, like for Glycon's school version because he had to present it in class, right? Which supposedly he got a standing ovation for it, and I believe it. Yeah. But like for that, like Miguel literally said, like at the end he was like, "Damn, that was 20 minutes. I felt like 5."
Yeah, it truly does feel like it's a short fucking movie.
I feel like the beginning is the weakest part. But like once it like kind of gets in, like the moment the wizard scene happens and all, it's just everything goes straight uphill. It's just amazing.
It's great. All right, so yeah, that's just the final thing that I wanted to say before we move on to whatever it is that you guys want to talk about next. So you guys have anything else you guys want to say, or Should I
Well, I mean-
just like find something?
Well,
I mean,
had
you
something
could,
to
but
say.
at the same time, I do have one question that I want to ask, and I ask this to
Oh.
everyone, and it's always very entertaining to hear the answers because it's just like it's a really stupid
hear it.
question,
Okay,
but
go
it's
ahead.
something that like okay. So my question is, what do you think of the French monarchy?
Beheaded.
Okay. You know what? I have 2 words for it. Fucking epic. That's all I gotta say.
I think my favorite response. I asked someone before. I don't remember who said this, but I just remember someone saying in response to it, "It's very French."
It is
And that was
French
it.
indeed. It is actually very French if you think about it.
Like it's just I don't know what it is about the question, but something about it is just I don't know. I feel like it's a really good question because it's like you kind of like have a lot of freedom with it, and it's just it's kind of out of nowhere. So like you really have to like you don't really have a lot of time to prepare for it, and it's just really kind of gauges your.
I could give you the
creativity.
whole French history if you need it. So,
Ooh.
Miguel,
anyways,
please, no.
Versailles. Versailles was taken
Versailles.
Versailles.
I've been there.
Versailles
Okay.
is actually a pretty cool place. Anyway,
It's pretty cool. A lot of gold.
I'm gonna move on from the French monarchy. Okay. So
To the
tell me-
Spanish one.
Tell me how you feel like. I feel like this is a very, very good discussion because what was the best year for you for memes? Let's hear about this.
Oh,
like-
okay,
Because
okay.
like if you look back, there are like a couple of years where the memes obviously stood out to all the other ones, but the memes were still fucking brilliant. You know what I mean?
I
There's some
think-
memes. There's some years where the memes were kind of stinky, but some memes where you were literally there was a meme for every month, like a standout meme for every
Okay.
month.
So there are 4 eras of memes, in my opinion. There are 4 time periods, I should say. From the years like 2006 to 2010, we had like the
Troll face.
like troll
Rick Astley.
face.
Rick
Yeah,
Astley
yeah.
is a legend.
Rick Astley
I
is
love
still a
that
meme.
song.
He's
Forever
I
still a
fucking
meme.
love that song.
Forever Alone, like all those all those
I
Yeah.
used Rick
memes
Astley
right
and
there.
Joe Obama, and I don't regret it at all. That was
Joe
like,
Obama.
I made this video of Joe Obama. I would highly recommend watching it. It's
It's a
probably
funny video.
one of my weirdest videos, but
It's
it's
a
also
funny
probably
video.
one of my best. Yes.
Okay. I
And
gotta-
like I just a part of it, I had like 3 ideas going in, and like one of the ideas was just have Rick Astley as a cashier at 7-Eleven because why not?
Yep.
And that was it.
Yeah.
It's a funny video. You should definitely.
It's
watch it.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of my favorites that I've made.
So that's the first era of memes. The second era is kind of like this it's kind of like the MLG era where it goes from like around
Oh, that was like
the
what
years
through
that-
2016 or
yeah,
No.
that ended around 2015, 2016, but its peak was like 2013 to
Yep.
2000.
like oh baby a triple yeah mom gets
Yeah,
Mountain,
yeah.
Dew,
Doritos,
Doritos,
Mountain
yeah.
Dew.
Mountain
You got
Dew.
Yeah. And then we have this whole like, like
What if
kind of memes
Pepsi
that everybody kind of
sponsoring
like
memes?
shit like do you know the way or like the Tide Pod memes and like
So-
those types of things at like Twitter, Reddit kind of
Cringe.
yeah. And now we're in this like post irony era. We're in this era of just like some Arab guy singing a song and then just like I don't know, like Chucky from Chuck E. Cheese dancing or like some stupid shit like
Yeah,
bottom
okay,
text
okay,
here.
The
I feel
baby.
like I see
Yeah,
I
the
see-
baby. That type of
Les,
shit.
wait, hold on. Dang it! I had this LA
Let's
hat. And I was gonna
go.
bring it up
He has
here.
the
I was
LA
gonna bring it
hat.
up here, but I
He
thought,
has
I'm
the
not gonna
LA
need
hat.
it.
He has the LA hat.
I do have an LA hat. I'm from
go.
California, so I do have like a Dodgers hat and stuff. I have all that
Okay,
stuff.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
Okay, I feel like I
I
agree with that.
also-
I agree with that. I
I
feel like
also have this.
Oh, dude, that photo is
What
brilliant.
the fuck
And
is
I
that?
always-
Yeah, no, it's Donkey Kong. I have.
Why
a
do you
framed
have a
picture of-
framed picture of Donkey Kong?
Hey,
Okay, so my mom had a picture frame, and she didn't want to use it for anything. I said, "Hey, can I have this picture frame?" And she said yes. So I printed out a picture of Donkey Kong. First, I put it in my room, just looking over my bed, and it was. But then I decided, you know what? If I'm like, when I was gonna start making videos, right? I wanted to put like the table like behind here, like right back here, so I just have a picture of Donkey Kong staring into your soul every time I record. Unfortunately, because like the green screen's like really kind of close, I can't really fit it there. Also, because I put my laptop under the table, so that, like you can't hear the fan. But it means it's just always staring in my soul.
it's a fucking brilliant picture. What can I say?
It's just
honestly,
it's one of those things. It's such an iconic
it's
piece of my
probably
setup.
the best picture I've ever seen framed. That's all I'm gonna say.
It
I'm gonna
is.
leave it at that. It's probably one
You
of
know,
the best
I
pictures
talk about it,
framed.
I think in the video where I'm just building a chair.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's also a very funny video.
Yeah, no, my whole goal with that was just, what if I take something like building a chair and make it as entertaining as possible? Like, my goal was like, look, if I can take something like building a chair, make it entertaining, I have done my job. I'm happy.
Dude, it was fucking brilliant. Although it's like 25, it's longer than the fucking movie
It's a
we
long
made,
video,
but it's a funny video. Anyways, bringing it back to the memes. I agree with what Dom says. I feel like you have.
I do too.
You have the
like those eras seem pretty logical.
Pre-2012, 2012 to 2016, 2016 to 2020, and then post COVID.
2016 to 2020 is like, you can no longer be racist.
Post-quarantine is what I'm gonna say. Post-quarantine. So that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like the eras are.
I feel like 2016 and 2017 were probably like the worst years for memes for me, because like that was like, what are those and stuff, and I did not like that one.
I think the best thing that came out of 2016, the thing that everybody in agreement kind of liked, was like all the YouTube drama that was happening at that time. Like that was like the biggest shit in middle school for us.
That
like
was
the
like
whole
when
Leafy, Keemstar, and these like fucking.
That was when Jake Paul joined, right?
Oh yeah,
that was when Jake Paul had like.
Wait, when was Vine? Vine was 2015. Shit.
Yeah, Vine was 2015. It ended in 2017, I believe.
I was never a huge fan of Vine, to be honest.
No,
so like,
I never actually had the app downloaded.
I had it because like someone was like, "Hey, you should get Vine," and I had it, but I never really used it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. These Vine videos like still.
No, there are some hilarious Vines out there, but there's a lot of them that are just terrible as well. It's like anything. Like there's some good stuff in there, but there's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
that's fair enough.
TikTok now.
Yeah,
right now.
You know what? That's a good example.
There's some golden shit on TikTok. There's like, you can't deny that. But there's so much random like people
garbage
that
5-minute crafts type shit.
Doesn't make any sense, and people like it for no reason. But there's some golden things.
Try this 5-minute craft. It's called a needle to stab out your fucking eyes.
I wish. Anyways, moving on. Because we're holding on this like whole YouTube thing, I feel like we should talk about YouTube content creation as a whole. So like, you've done YouTube for how long? You said you've been doing YouTube for how long? It was a year.
Like since summer, since like last summer. It hasn't been a year yet. I'm actually planning to. Well, if you're talking about my whole time doing YouTube, like since I started editing videos and stuff, yeah, it was like I think Anakin Wants an Eggo Waffle came out like April, August something, or no, it was July. It was like July.
Oh.
And I actually do plan on uploading something on the anniversary of that to try and, talk about how it's been like a whole year. Because I am honestly astonished how much I've grown in just a year.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't even been a year yet. I already have like over.
Lucky.
I've already gotten like over 100 subs.
I had 105 subscribers in 1 year.
So I started with like 49 or something, because like, basically I have like 3 different eras of YouTube for me, and there was like the one where I was kind of like, okay, so I had this old stop motion channel. I think it's still up because it was like a school account, so it's like, but it was like 1 frame a second. It was terrible. I did that, and because that was all I could really edit with, and I had always wanted to make YouTube stuff. Like I'd wanted to do it, and this is actually something I did want to talk about in that anniversary video. But I've always wanted to do it since like I was a kid. I was like, I want to entertain people. I want to make funny stuff that makes people laugh, right? And then, after that, it wouldn't let me upload stuff anymore because like some weird stuff, and I was pissed because it was like, I think it was around Thanksgiving, because I wanted to upload a Thanksgiving special or whatever. Then 2016, I think it was, I got my PlayStation 4, and I started like, PlayStation 4 has a streaming thing in it. You guys probably know that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I did. I kind of did that. I started with Overwatch. I got this really nice comment on my first stream, which was like 10 minutes, and it was like, yeah, you seem like good personality, you could probably make it. I don't remember who it was, unfortunately, but I remember it was a nice comment. But then that was kind of what I did. I just stream every day because like I didn't have any software. I didn't have a laptop or a computer or anything. My parents made me for the computer when I was like 8. So I had to just kind of make do with that. And so I streamed like all these I streamed a lot of Garden Warfare 2 and Overwatch. Garden Warfare 2 is a fun game. That is a good game. I don't care if it's EA. I still think it's fun. And then I'd sometimes do some other stuff. I did some For Honor for a bit. I think it was like For Honor was the last one I really did. And then after that, like I was like raging a lot, and like I wasn't really in a super great place. I was kind of like, I kind of just thought, you know what? I feel like the content I'm making now isn't great, so I want to kind of just stop, and maybe I'll come back when I actually can make better content. Only thing is I didn't tell anyone that, so I just kind of disappeared off the platform for 4 years. Then I deleted all the stuff, except for one, which is like an actual video I made in like 2016, which is like maybe basically I went onto Google Slides, make this Pokemon theory video, and just fucking recorded myself presenting it.
Oh no.
It's interesting. I have it privated, but you know, maybe I'll release it one day.
Dude,
So then I got my laptop. I finally convinced my parents to get me a laptop like last summer because, you know, I'd been looking to get one that was good for editing and stuff. And so I finally convinced them to get it because COVID. So I got this one, which is like the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 or whatever, which you can, I think it's like $12.50 at Best Buy. And it's really good. And it's it's like Ryzen 9 GeForce RTX. It's a fucking good laptop and it's really cheap. I think it's a great price for the money. I mean, it doesn't come with a camera and the mic that comes with this kind of shit. So I got my own microphone. So then once I got that, like I actually hadn't done face reveal up to that point because like I was kind of afraid of it. And back then I was actually really chubby and fat because like, you know, I lost like 70 pounds like 10th grade or whatever just by doing like exercise and stuff.
Okay.
So then like I kind of felt more confident about it. So I decided instead of doing a grand face reveal, I want to do it as casually as possible. So I streamed Pokemon, right? And just did a face reveal, just didn't care about it. And you can, that video, I did make a video on that. I think it's probably one of my favorite videos I've made, although it's like no one's watched it. And part of it, right, is that like I had a mustache and beard at that point, and it did not look good at all. It looked terrible. So that was like part of it.
Shit.
But then I really did, like, once I got my laptop, the first thing I did was like just get an editing software, which was like it was this one like free one. But then I managed to get Vegas later on, and then I kind of learned that like I made Anakin Wants an Egg Waffle like at YouTube because I was like I'd always wanted to make one of those, but like I just couldn't because I didn't have the stuff to do it. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I did it. I spent like 2 weeks grinding on it, and I think it's still one of my best.
I mean, if I'm being honest, like I feel like generally like most of your videos are well edited. Like there's not like one video I look back at and it's like, no, that was poorly edited. Like, no, you can tell like you put effort into.
Yeah, like I
really like, and that's really all you need from a content creator is to make sure that no matter what you do, you make sure.
Yeah, I want to make content that I'm proud of, and I want to make content that I think, you know, like I usually try and look at a video. I'm like, do I think this is good? If I think it's good and I think it's like the best it can be or whatever, or if I think it's like really good, then I will upload it, right? But if not, then I probably won't. I mean, my belief personally, and this is like something I've had even like since before I knew anything really about editing, was that you can make anything seem like anything with the right editing. You can make something really stupid seem, you can make something really stupid seem like something really serious if you use the right editing. And I think that's something I actually utilized in the Nick Kage movie to my advantage. But I feel like it's really just about, it's kind of like, it's a weird feeling thing, and not everyone has like the right kind of feelings for it. It's like, it's kind of like a weird edit sense that you can have, if that makes sense. I can definitely back that up.
I can too.
I've
Yeah.
never told my YouTube story, so take this back to middle school.
Can I just say something real quick before you do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, your story is like a 1-to-1 mirror with mine. Like I got a PS4 in 2016. I started live streaming all this bullshit. All this stuff was like deleted. Most of this like privated, all that type of shit. I didn't want to like. I got so discouraged with, you know, editing and all that. I'll tell more of it later after Miguel tells his story, but it's like a fucking 1-to-1 mirror.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I'd always wanted to edit stuff, and I'd always wanted to make it. Like when I stopped streaming on PS4, it wasn't like I stopped because I wanted to stop making content. It was because I felt like the content I was making wasn't really good, and I only wanted to make content if I could make, you know, good stuff. And I just couldn't do that by just live streaming all the time. I actually needed like to be able to edit stuff, which I just couldn't do because I didn't even have my own computer. I had this computer with like an Intel Pentium core. It was like a hand-me-down laptop from like 2006. And I had that for like, that was what my parents considered to be like my laptop. And that was all I had for years, just until like last summer.
Yeah, I feel that because the closest thing I had to like an editing software was like the built-in PlayStation 4 like broadcasting service, whatever the hell that thing is.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had. Yeah.
Miguel was actually the one who caught me and was the one to tell me like, dude, your content is like not at its peak right now. Like your content could be doing like so much better, because the way he describes it is that I'm like an entertaining person, a persona when it comes to YouTube, but like, you know, my editing skills are just like not the best. They've gotten better over the years. Like if you look at some of
that's
the
the thing
videos
I see with like a lot of people is like you can have like I know this one guy, Bake the Jake, and he like has these insane ideas. They're awesome, and he's like the nicest guy. He's like a really chill
And he's
dude.
funny
He's
as
like
hell. He's
I
really
think
funny.
I think he's secretly a genius. I really do. Like he gives me I honestly he kind of reminds me of like myself when I was younger or whatever, but like it's just I feel like with
Creativity is insane.
his creativity is insane. He's like making this whole animated series thing on his own, right?
Oh, yeah,
but
I'm
like
playing Evil
the thing
Mario
is
in
that just the thing is just the problem with that is that like it's great. It's an amazing idea, and the way he's doing it is fantastic. He has like these amazing ideas, but it's just the execution. Like sometimes he makes the videos, and sometimes like the pacing's kind of weird and has like frames last too long or whatever, scenes last too long, and there's like a big pause or whatever. So it's like it's a weird thing where like there's a lot of times where you have people like just these amazing people who really can do these amazing things, but the problem is that it's just like it's the pacing and kind of the fluidity of the videos that really kind of gets in the way.
Yeah. It's also the motivation and like your will to want to to get better and all that stuff.
Bro.
I have gotten to a point where I can edit like an entire gameplay video in like probably a couple hours or whatever.
No, I could.
But like the
probably
problem
do that.
is just I haven't had time. B, I get distracted by literally everything.
Yeah.
Dude, those
And C,
things
it's
like
just, you know,
Mainly me.
people-
I'm the main distraction. I can definitely.
people
definitely say
really underestimate like what it takes to like you know with like your average million subscriber YouTube channel that averages like 600K views a video.
Oh yeah, no, there's like a
average,
whole thumbnail meta game. You got to do like all the stuff with descriptions. You got to make sure it has a really good hook that keeps people interested. Also, you can't swear in the first 30 seconds of the video, or YouTube will shadow ban you, which I only learned recently.
Yeah. That's been like a rule for like what, like 2 years.
Yeah, I only
now,
learned that
a year,
recently though, which
something like
makes
that.
me sad.
But like my point is with bringing that up is that this whole thing is like it takes so much time and effort to do. Like you can't just crank out like three of those a day. You can't do it because it's gotten to the point where some people have to hire their own editors just to get like 2 or 3 videos out per week. Like this stuff is not to be like taken as a joke, which is why it contradicts with like, you know, things like school, which is why I tried to find like motivation outside of it. But at the same time, try and keep like, you know, my motivation and my want to, you know, keep on editing and keep on recording my own stuff. But, you know, you just gotta, you gotta know like what is good, what's not good, experiment. Because that's how you get good at the end of the day.
Like honestly, I really do. I'm a firm believer in just experimenting. Like my whole channel is like I went into it. I was like, look, my whole thing is I just want to make whatever the hell I want to make. Like I talked to my friend Jacob, right? And my friend Jacob's like, I usually have him actually test my videos sometimes, or I did when, you know, I was still like kind of doing like going into school in person or whatever. And well, now we're doing internships, so I'm not really doing that. But you know, he's still a general guy I have look at my videos sometimes, right? Because like he usually I get a good reaction of him, and he usually reacts similar to how an audience would. But you know, he's like when I listen to my chair video, he's like, you know, it's kind of brilliant because it's like it doesn't feel like it's out of place on your channel. It feels like it just fits in with everything and just works. And I think that's one of the most brilliant things I've done with my channel is just make it like so that I can post literally anything and it just fits.
It's really it's honestly like, you know, it's such a good career, and you know it's
a fun career. It's just it's really hard to be successful in.
And it's you need luck, you need stability, you need to be in a position where like no matter like you have a fallback plan, because this stuff is like very, very stress-inducing.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to college.
Let me
that's like the main reason.
Which is why
story, my whole spiel.
Like,
so basically, take this.
Yeah,
to
I just want to talk about something after that. Go ahead, say your story, Miguel. I just want to say something afterwards.
I was either 12 or 13 at the time, and I decided because like I've always been into YouTube. I grew up with YouTube, and I always thought it was a cool concept. So I made one video. I didn't have any at that time. The only console I had was like the Wii. Me and my friends played Minecraft, but we played like the Pocket Edition. So what I did was I grabbed my iPad, right? This is
you recorded the iPhone screen.
I recorded myself playing the iPad screen, so you could see like my fingers playing and movement and everything. But like it's part of like the fact that no matter what, it didn't matter with what I had. I decided to put that up anyways. I decided to make that anyways, and I feel like that really is what separates me from a lot of different people. is that no matter what I have, I always try to achieve that perfection or try to achieve that one goal I really want. So it's really hard.
It's just motivation and drive.
It's really hard. That video's not up anymore. It was on my official private YouTube account that I actually haven't fucking used in like years. But then come 2017, I met Dominic at school, and we got together and we kind of basically exchanged. We both had a PS4 at that time, and I said, you know what, Dominic was doing this streaming, and I thought, hey, I should get back to this. I did this 1 year ago, and it didn't go well because I wasn't very good at the video game I was playing. Counter-Strike, I was fucking terrible.
Oh my! I can only imagine that must have been hilarious.
Oh
rank,
no!
No, the videos weren't that hilarious. I wouldn't speak in them. It would just be pure random gameplay, and I sucked at the game because I was inspired off one of my friends, who's WebECS. He's on YouTube as well now. He's pretty good at the video game, but I'm not. If there was a rank below Silver 1, I would be that rank. So I deleted all those videos and decided to make My Gel the channel. And originally I called it My Gel in a Bottle because that was my username on PSN because I couldn't get My Gel because it was already taken, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, whoever took My Gel. And basically, I decided what I did was I didn't have like a expensive computer or anything, but in midway through the year, our school gave us Chromebooks, and there was this one web application called WeVideo, and I basically decided, you know what, I can't edit. I don't have professional grade editing, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit on WeVideo and upload it from there. So all of my videos from 2017 until maybe
like 2018
are all edited through WeVideo. And basically, most of that time it was Fortnite because that's what me and my friends would play.
I've never played Fortnite. I have never played Fortnite.
This was the biggest fucking game at the time. It was the big Fortnite era where like every high schooler played Fortnite at one point, except you apparently.
I never played Fortnite. I never touched it. I would be interested in playing it with you guys for fun. No, I feel like just doing it like one time would just be a hilarious video. Just like trying to figure out.
Wait, you've never touched?
I've never touched Fortnite.
Well,
we're making a video on that.
I salute you, but we're definitely gonna play Fortnite at some point.
I actually am curious about it because I mean, you know, everyone looks at it cringe, but it doesn't mean you can't have fun with it, right? Like, Among Us is a hilarious meme, but at the same time, Among Us is fucking fun.
It's fun.
It's not fun. It's not fun anymore. They removed like the actual chat. Now they have like quick chat features. What? Like, you didn't know this? Like,
what?
I'm surprised nobody knows this.
I mean, no one's played it in like months.
No, we played it like a week ago with the new map. Remember?
Oh, no, we played it like that was like a month ago.
Oh, dude,
that was a month ago. I don't.
Yeah, okay, probably more.
Check up on it now.
One thing I do want to talk about though before I forget this is like I think that's another thing to talk about is just streaming and personality. Like a lot of people look at streamers and they don't really think much of it. They think it's just in the streamer, but like streaming takes a hell of a lot to do. Like I haven't been streaming as much recently just because I've been really busy. Same with my video schedule. That's why I haven't really been doing much just because I've been busy and haven't really had time for it. But like streaming is like you got to have time set aside. You have to have a place set aside. You have to like make sure you're engaging with your viewers and audience. You have to make sure you're having an engaging personality. You got to make sure you're like in a good mood, and you got to like keep entertaining. Like because a lot of people like, especially when starting, it's really kind of you can really tell when someone's new when they're just like kind of they're like quiet all the time. You know what I mean? Like. Because that's like usually what some people fall into, but it's like you gotta really try and be entertaining. It can be really just exhausting for that, but at the same time, like I kind of love doing it. I haven't been able to do it recently just because stuff's been getting in the way. But hopefully, I'll be able to do some more stuff like that.
So what I used to do is I would do the same thing Dom would do. I saw him streaming on YouTube, and I was like, "Hey, I want to do that." So I started.
It'd be
like
3-hour live streams as well. It'd be like 3-hour like Fortnite gameplay live streams.
Oh yeah, no, that would be just me like. 8
I would
hour
just start streaming, and just like every time I'd play, I would start streaming, end stream, start stream, end stream. It didn't do very well because why would someone pick a random?
That's
YouTube
exactly what I
streamer?
did. That's
Whatever.
exactly what
like
I did.
no, it doesn't do that well. And then I got into the whole editing spiel, and my videos got better. Like you can see, there's some memes now. Fucking Dom re-uploaded the fucking Thanos meme that I made like 2 years ago.
It's like a 5
and
second
it's
clip.
hilarious. It's funny because editing lets you add not only the entertainment back into your video, but it's also like it's kind of like a short good moments from those live streams. Live streams help.
Yeah.
Live streams
Like
are better
I
for the
love making
person.
stream highlights.
No, but live streams are better for the content creator than for the viewer itself. That's why
Yeah.
videos have so much more views than live streams. Because
Yeah, that's kind of the way I
it's
do
so
it. Like
much more
I stream,
entertaining.
like when I stream, I get like maybe 2 viewers, which sucks because I do want to get to affiliate at some point. I really
I
do.
have an affiliate.
But you
But
know,
basically what
the thing is like it's just I love doing it because like I also love making the highlights because highlights are kind of fun to make. They're way easier to make than stuff like YouTube hoops or like
Yeah. That I can
Like,
agree with.
I will say that like my first highlight video, like, or well, I call it my first. I think it actually came out second, but it was when I started editing first, the Pokemon Black and White one that I talked about earlier. I went so ham on editing that one, and you can tell like there's just like I feel like that's one of my most engaging videos, even though like because like the stream, no one showed up in chat, no one showed up to watch it or anything, and everything basically went wrong with it. The audio, like I even talked about it at the beginning, which I think may be a turn off for it because it doesn't really have a hook. But it's like the video. I feel like I actually ended up accidentally like watching it the other day. Like I accidentally clicked on like midway through it, and I just ended up just finding myself watching the entire rest of the thing. I was just like so engrossed with it because it was like I thought it was just still. I think it still holds up, and I think it's still probably my best highlight video. But my highlight videos still don't really do as well as like my other videos. Like, I mean, like my gaming videos just tend to not do as well. But at the same time, it's like I don't make it like necessarily for views. I make it because I want to make it and have fun doing it, right?
Exactly
Yeah, you
my
want to look
thought
back at
process.
those videos.
And be like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, there's also like when you look back at your old content from like 2017, 2018, 19, when you look back at like all the content that you've made throughout the years, there's also like you gain like a memorabilia piece to it. Like you gain to like you like, oh wow, that's what my microphone sounded like. That's what my voice used to sound like.
I just remember my Norse
what I used to
mythology
edit
video
on.
where like I think like okay, so if you watch my Norse mythology video, I also love that video. I made that for an English project, but like the mic quality is terrible for some reason. I'm using my normal mic. I think the reason was like I think I used Xbox Game Capture like because I was recording the script, like myself reading the script or whatever. I should have just used camera though. I don't know why I didn't. I think there was a reason to it, but I don't remember exactly. But like, don't use Xbox Game Capture. It's terrible. I had to use it for this one thing that I was trying to do for a Let's Play. I don't even know if I'm still going to continue that because I recorded 4 episodes of it, all an hour long, and each one had the audio just fucked. Like, so it's just, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but with me and Miguel, like it's actually kind of hilarious how we ended up just starting like doing YouTube and stuff together, right? So it was like we had pre-calc together, and we were in groups usually, and we would just talk, but we didn't really talk like anything out of the class, right? Like that was kind of it. But then like the next year in calculus, like we didn't really. I think we talked less in calculus like at first than even in pre-calc because we were like on opposite sides of the room at that point.
I mean, we didn't really do anything in calculus because like. First of all, COVID.
And
so
COVID,
we were in
yeah.
two different separates of the room. But every time our teacher would put us in a group, we'd always end up putting us together because we worked well together. And we were just goofing half the time. Even though we'd get the work done, we'd end up just goofing half the time. And then one time it was online.
One day, this was like I wanted to start up the Terraria Calamity series,
so
and
for those of you that don't
I was
know,
looking for
Terraria
people.
Calamity is a mod on Terraria. Basically, Scuba already had like a whole bunch of people set up and everything, and I had no idea he even had a YouTube channel. I thought of it because he had a green screen and everything, and I'm like, yeah, that seems like he would have a YouTube channel considering you have a green screen.
Dude, I just fucking noticed that he had a green screen.
How do you?
I'm not kidding.
Green screen? What do you
I'm
think
not
he had
kidding.
behind
We've been
it?
in this call. We've been in this call for like an hour now, and even like like 30 minutes before that, I just fucking noticed that he.
Oh my god!
I mean, I'm so used to looking at people like on my.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I forget I have it sometimes.
Jesus, it's just embedded
and I
in
never
my
use it
brain.
either. Like I had like I do all these face cam videos, right? But I never really use the green screen. Like it's helpful in streaming. But like I think I even talked about it in the chair video that just like I never use the green screen, and then I use it one time in the chair video for like 3 seconds just as a joke for that. But like so I was setting up the Calamity thing, and like half the people I knew were just dropping out, and I was like, oh fuck. So I went up to Miguel. I was like, hey, do you do YouTube? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, do you want to do this like Terraria thing? Would you be into that? And I was super worried he'd end up dropping out or something. Like I was so paranoid and everything. But then he ended up doing it, and we just ended up like having a ton of fun with it, right? And so we just ended up kind of doing like more stuff. Like we haven't done Terraria Calamity recently just because stuff happened with the world. And,
okay, so
unfortunately,
Terraria series kind of took a drop. So basically, if you look at Scuba's videos, those are 2 videos. Those are basically the prequels to my video, which is kind of funny because my video takes it's the whole obby piano thing, which is hilarious. My video was basically us building the Soviet Union. It was from when we started the Kremlin till when we finished building the flag.
We had so many more streams after that too. We had
so many
like
more
hours and hours
before and after that.
But I never really got to editing them, and then like we kind of just we kind of just stopped recording it because like it was really hard. It was really hard to coordinate just getting everyone together. Like we had like 8 people or something. We had to coordinate time to get all of them together. Like you know how they do like Third Life for like Minecraft where they have like 20-something people getting in there. I cannot imagine how they can do it. Well, I mean, I guess because they all do like full-time YouTube
jobs, you know.
But, but like for us, it's like it's so hard to coordinate people like to get together and do something like that. And then we kind of just lost a lot of interest in it. And also basically there was a glitch where the world just deleted all the calamity biomes, and we were just like, oh. I mean, supposedly it's coming to Terraria 1.4, so we may try and do that again at some point, maybe. I know we want to do Poke MMO. Poke MMO is a game I want to do, and I think that would be hilarious.
No, but like I got introduced to this group not long ago, and I feel like I've grown to know them so well, and they're all really chill. They're all really cool dudes.
Miguel's definitely brought like a lot of life to it and like a lot of party to it.
I mean, I feel like I'm not the only one who's brought a lot of light to it, but I feel like without me, I mean, I feel like I've helped the thing grow a little bit more.
Yeah, I definitely feel like
Curious was great, but like all of a sudden people started to stop showing up.
It was just
everyone going there, and then
like half the time we'd go on, it would just be you, me, and Abby.
We got unmotivated because it was me, Scuba, Abby, and then
no one else would show up.
Nobody else would show up. No. Plus the biomes would go missing, and everything would go missing. I had no idea how to play Terraria. I played it multiple times. I still have no idea how to play it.
Terraria, I love playing Terraria. I think it's a fun.
We got into the whole. Then Abby decided, hey, let's do Minecraft. So we started up the Abby SMP, and oh my god, I have like 30
I have been
worth of
addicted. I have been addicted to it. We started a fucking monopoly. It's amazing.
This is full on Netflix drama. I'm this fucking Abby SMP.
We've done some amazing stuff. We've had some like hilarious moments on it. I kind of want to just like I'm very tempted to just go through and pick out some of the highlight moments that like just we have had that I've been recording for, and just kind of stream them together like into like kind of a video like Technoblade style or whatever.
Oh, dude, I'm making a Technoblade style video on the Abby SMP because I have to. But anyways, as I was going back, so through 2018, from 2018 all the way until now is I feel where most of my videos up live are. And those is kind of like my best period of videos are ever since I edited the first Battlefront 2 video up until now. I feel like that is probably the good fucking videos on my channel. But yeah,
those are the videos that you and me like.
Ever since then, I'm proud of like every single video I've uploaded.
Like every video I make, I've honestly been trying to think, and like I think there's like, I mean, I look back and I definitely have like kind of ones that I don't like as much, but I don't think there's any video that I'm really like, oh yeah, I'm not proud of this.
Obviously, some videos are better than the others. Like
I think if there's like any video I'd say that I think is like the worst. I think my worst video would probably be either the one where I just took the Among Us intro thing where it's like showing the crewmate role reveal, but it just plays the Windows sound.
The Windows XP sound. It's so stupid. But
such a stupid shit post, but it's funny.
But it's like videos
or my game
hold on. A couple months ago, me and Dom sat through and rewatched like half of the videos on my channel, and we still fucking laughed like throughout the whole thing.
Sometimes I just look back at my videos and I end up watching them and just laughing my ass off.
We have some time. Why don't we watch back all these old videos and let's see how it turns out. And we did, and we watched them back, and it was honestly fucking golden because some of the videos are like they age so well, and it's perfectly fine. They age and they're still funny.
That's what you want. That's exactly what you want.
That's exactly what I feel like. It's not about like how many views or subs you get. It's about enjoying the content you're making and being proud of what you're uploading. I feel like obviously there's effort that you have to put in your videos that a lot of people don't put in their videos. Like even successful people don't put in their videos. But like what they last like a year and then they're gone. It's still
Sorry.
it's still really good how there's so many like even smaller channels that try so hard just to make good videos, and that should be the main goal of every channel is to just
Yeah,
make good
it
videos.
really should be. Like I've seen so many channels that are just like they've like their main goal is just become pumping
Funny.
out just as much content as possible. And like I think I made a video talking about like how like there's a lot of just highlight channels that just take other people's streams, just like split it once and then just upload it.
Dream SMP.
Holy shit! Yeah, Dream
like,
SMP
oh
highlights
my
are the
God.
laziest fucking things I've ever seen. I swear.
I can't-
have, like, an entire video talking.
Dude, like YouTube, some YouTube channels, like very big, like mainstream channels, I have like 10 to 30 million subscribers on them. Like some of those channels, I just can't fucking stand watching anymore.
Yeah.
Like I look at this shit and I'm just like, what the fuck? What do you people see in this shit? Until I realize, oh yeah, it's just fucking 6-year-olds who watch this. Like this is their shit. It's like me
Cocomelon.
judging like a modern day
Fucking
cartoon.
Cocomelon.
No, but
Cocomelon,
there's
yeah.
like YouTubers
Fucking
out there
Cocomelon.
like 20 plus million. So like, I still think PewDiePie is
Watch
kind of gone
Mojo.
off, but like,
Watch
but like
Mojo.
Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, for example, they still make funny videos.
Did you
still
know
make
I can do a
decent
very
videos,
I can
man.
apparently do a
Especially
very good
Jacksepticeye.
Jacksepticeye impression.
I think
Do it.
Oh, do it right now.
Okay. Top of the morning, T-Lights. My name is Jacksepticeye.
That was fucking brilliant. That was actually
Dude,
really good. That was actually
That's
really good.
pretty fucking good. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
no, there was
fucking
this.
good.
Okay, so connects to this one stream, and like the audio's a bit fucked up, and I'm so upset about it. But there was like this one scene where I'm just like, I just did that. And I said like, I just kept with the voice. I was like, I'm gonna see if I can shove my dick into a washing machine. Let's speed run it. 15 seconds. Something like that. It was
Fucking-
obviously
it's
like.
funny. It's funny.
No,
You-
and they
you
just
know,
like,
you can do 'em pretty
yo!
well. You can do them pretty fucking well. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
that's
I
pretty
wanted to
well.
fucking animate that or
Walmart
whatever.
Mad
Just
Pat
like
fucking
Animate
put
sounds
like. Oh yeah, no,
Walmart
no.
Mad Pat,
Like
but he sounds like
I cannot
Jacksepticeye.
believe I didn't realize I look like Matt Pat until like this year, and I
Yeah,
learned
I
from
feel like-
Joby.
If you take your eye, I feel like it's like glasses. If you take your glasses off,
if you
you
ta-
look like Matt Pat.
Hello, internet. Welcome to
The
Game Theory.
Yeah.
Today
You know,
we're gonna be
it's-
analyzing how Five Nights at
Sans
Freddy's connected
is
to Garfield.
Ness.
Oh my God, I remember I was fucking-
I
Dude,
fucking
I
love
remember
that
I
video.
saw that video and I tried telling my friends at school about it.
I don't
Oh,
no,
no,
I
this
don't
is
I don't
cringy
watch
shit.
Game Theory anymore, but like
no, I don't watch Game Theory
you
anymore.
know.
But I still think that Matt Pat.
He has really good videos.
Matt
Like, the
Pat made some
quality on his
amazing
videos
stuff.
are
He made,
fucking
like,
amazing.
He's made, like now he has Food Theory, Film Theory, and Game Theory.
He has
fucking
definitely
Theory
done
was
a
pretty
very
good.
good brand.
I love Food Theory. Food Theory is fun to watch. It's like
I have not watched it.
analyzes,
Same thing
like,
with
fucking
Film Theory. If you're big on
McDonald's
film,
fucking things.
Wait, Food Theory? What the
Food
fuck?
Theory, yeah, they analyze like McDonald's cup sizes.
Food Theory, what the
It's
fuck?
So glorious. It's so good. They analyze which fast food restaurant has the best fries. It's fucking brilliant. It's
Five
I feel like
Guys.
that's more of an
Five Guys.
opinion.
It's Five Guys.
No. Five Guys isn't on it because they had to do it. Well,
Can we all-
across the
Guys,
US.
okay,
we
hold
all
on,
know
wait,
that the
wait.
correct answer is
Dom,
Subway.
Dom, I gotta ask you a question though. Have you
Homemade.
been to Cane's?
Cane's has the fucking best chicken wings you could
Has Miguel
possibly
been to
ever
I'm the
Cane's?
get.
only one who hasn't
Miguel,
been. What?
I've never been to Cane's.
Dude,
with
okay.
Miguel.
Yeah, you've
Oh,
never
I
been
can't
there.
believe it either. Like
No.
okay, here's the thing.
'Cause I've
The
only known
closest
Miguel for,
Cane's
like,
to
2
us
years.
is like in
Well, 2
it's
years
like-
like in the flesh.
dude, the closest Cane's to us is like over 2 hours away. So it's like I never get to have Cane's.
That is sad. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that
thankfully
I
the
don't like
college
about,
I'm going to has a Cane's like right nearby.
where are you going
And
to
also my
college?
roommate yesterday.
Wait,
so
wait,
I talked to the guy
wait.
who's now gonna be my
Oh,
roommate.
yeah, yeah.
I
Never
met
mind.
with
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
who's gonna be my roommate yesterday, right? And he was like driving home from Cane's, and I'm like, yes. Yes.
Fucking damn
We
it,
just
I'm the
talked
only
about
one who
Cane's.
hasn't been. Honestly,
Cane's
I
is
actually-
so
okay, hold on.
fucking good.
Cane's is
actually
fire,
haven't
bro.
eaten at
It's
a lot
so
of-
good.
I haven't eaten at a lot of fast food restaurants. I've eaten at a Wendy's. I've eaten at a McDonald's, but not in the U.S. I've eaten at a Burger King. I've eaten
It's basically the same.
I've
You're not
eaten
missing
at a
much.
Sbarro, but not in the U.S. I don't eat a lot of fast food.
I don't blame you. I don't really either. Like,
Most of
but
Fast food is
Cane's
not something.
is
Yeah.
Cane's.
glorious,
If
though.
you see a Cane's, you go to Cane's.
Yeah, but in the wise words of Bill Burr, McDonald's is for drunk people and children.
McDonald's
It's not
is
something that
pure
you should-
plastic. It's like
it-
if
it-
you're
you sh-
into
it's-
plastic, you should definitely go eat at McDonald's. Kardashian.
Kim
I know,
Kardashian be like,
You already know that they
Yo.
have like a Kardashian meal, don't they?
The
I'm pretty sure they do.
Kardashian.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they
along with
do.
the Travie Patty, bro. Can we get a Travie Patty with the Kim Kardashian?
Bro.
The Travis Scott McMeal.
Oh.
It's a Travis Scott McMeal.
Can we
Yeah, but
let's talk about McFlurries are kind of good. McFlurries are
never
good.
had a McFlurry. I've never had a McFlurry.
I've had one McFlurry and it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it
I
was
mean, don't
okay.
get me wrong. It's not like Carvel, but it's
Hey,
not bad.
Have any of you guys been to the West Coast before?
Of course I have. I used to live there.
Oh yeah. You said
No. I mean, like I lived when I was like 4. My family is out there.
I've been to the West Coast of
Okay.
Europe, not West Coast of America.
I meant West Coast of the U.S. My point is that have you guys ever been to In-N-Out Burger?
In-N-Out, of course.
Have you guys? I'm not gonna talk about it much, but I'm just gonna say, do you think it's good or not?
Okay, here's my thing with In-N-Out. In-N-Out is good, and I will say a lot of California restaurants. California has some of the best restaurants in the country. I'm gonna say that flat out. It really does.
Yeah.
I will say In-N-Out. I feel like In-N-Out's kind of overrated. Like it's great, but like it's definitely good for your money because it's cheap, it's fast, and it's fun. But like the fries are kind of shrimpy. Like they put like salad dressing on the bottom of them, which is really good. And it makes it taste really good. I think that's what I think about it. And they just don't think about it. They have 5 brain cells. No. I'm not.
Oh no.
I don't think In-N-Out is bad, but I think it's definitely overrated.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Like if you want to go to a California chain that I think is genuinely one of the best, I would say Islands. Islands is one of my favorite restaurants on the West Coast. It's so good. Or just go to like any family Mexican restaurant. Go to any family run Mexican.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The local businesses and the local restaurants are some of the best shit you can get in California.
I know this one place in Pasadena. It's called Margaritas. Well, no. There's like 2 places in Pasadena. I know. There's one place called Margaritas, and there's this one place called Maharis. And Maharis has this amazing lunch buffet during the week, although they're closed on Monday because like it's a Catholic thing, so they're really closed on Mondays. Usually, but Maharis is a really good lunch buffet. But what's it called? Margaritas has this really good burrito. It's like this big. However, there's this place in I think it's San Juan Capistrano. It's like on the Pacific Coast Highway. It's called Ola Mendes. It's like in between all these hotels and stuff. It's this place called Ola Mendes. Richard Nixon actually went there a lot with his family.
That's pretty fun.
So yeah, no. But like, I got this one burrito once, and like this was back when I like the only times I would have on a burrito were like beef and cheese basically. But the burrito was like this big. It was
holy shit. That puts Chipotle to shame.
It was amazing, and I would love to go back again and have it with toppings, but I think it's like $40, and also I haven't gotten to go to that specific area because we only go there when like my parents are out at their timeshare, or at least to that specific area where Ola Mendes is. So I haven't had that in ages, but like I love California food. I love it so much. It's so good. I don't want to say where we are, but like the food joints they have around here. I mean,
not bad, but they're not the best.
I visited Miguel during the summer last year.
I heard he told me when the power went out.
Yeah, dude, we were there. I was there. I'll tell that story another time. I'll tell it during another podcast.
Told this on the podcast before.
I think we might have told it on the podcast.
Yeah, we might have told this on the podcast.
And I think we also mentioned how.
Yeah, didn't you have like no food or something? Or no, you had to grill a pizza. You had to grill a pizza.
Oh yeah, we grilled pizza. We did.
Yeah.
Grill pizza.
That sounds really good. Yeah.
It was fucking good.
Hey, but it was a fun vacation though. It was one of the best. Fun. Like,
if you come out here again, the 3 of us gotta hook up.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
gonna say it right now.
I'm probably Miguel's gonna be coming over during the summer. So
during the summer. Hopefully we might be able to do some live.
Yeah.
What month?
June.
Oh, June. Okay, June.
Okay.
So I probably won't be able to do that.
Just to give you guys an understanding of like the location. I'm not gonna say specifically where we are, but there's just like a 12-hour like time difference, like driving distance away.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
It's not 12 hours. It's not 12 hours.
It's
like
more.
No, because I know going to Ohio is like kind of similar to that. So and I think like Ohio's like a solid like I think it's 7 hours from that area.
Yeah, like that. Ohio. No. You got this all wrong.
No, the area I was in Ohio. The area I was in Ohio.
Halfway. As soon as you end Pennsylvania, it's about halfway.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I've done the drive plenty of times.
We'll leave it at that.
The hours. It's
all I know is that Cincinnati is like 7 hours from.
It's definitely more than 12.
It's way more than 12. It's way more than 12. 12 is like.
Anyways, moving on. Like the food joints here, but I can say by far the best place, the place that I visited, the absolute fucking
Porto
best
Vallarta?
food is Rome, Italy. Of course, it has to be. It fucking has to
Oh,
be.
fucking
Rome,
no!
Italy
I went to
has
I went to
the
Napoli.
best
I went to
food.
Napoli and I got a pizza
Oh,
in
Napoli
Napoli.
is pretty good. No, you're
Oh.
not understanding this. Italy has got fucking lasagna, pizza, pasta, fucking everything. The bread is amazing. The fucking
Oh, I fucking love
tastes
Italy.
different in Italy. Tomatoes taste different in Italy. It's fucking the best. It's the best place to eat.
Italy is really
If
awesome.
you are hungry
Your
for
audio
food,
cut out and it sounded
Yeah,
like
no,
you said,
Miguel's audio is
the water
kinda-
tastes like Italy.
I know, I heard that too.
the water is fucking
The
brilliant.
water tastes like Italy.
The water in
Hey,
Italy
the water
is,
here.
is fucking
Fun fact:
phenomenal.
when I went to Turkey at one point, and we like crossed the
What's
river just so we could say
Turkey?
we were in
Damn.
Asia. So I licked the ground in Asia so that I could say I tasted Asia.
That is fucking epic, bro.
I actually have
That
been
is-
to Turkey. I've been to Istanbul as well. So
Yeah, no, Istanbul. Yeah, that's where I was. I was in Istanbul. Istanbul is.
2/3
It's
of the
interesting.
city
This is like
in
this.
Europe.
I think this was right before like this one airport bombing that happened. Like after that.
Oh,
But we saw like
okay.
the Hagia Sophia. That was really nice. I love
Sophia's pretty
that.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to Rome because when I went to Rome, we were only there for like we went on like a bus tour around the city. And that was basically it.
We
were only there for a
we
day.
should do like a whole trip where we just go.
Yeah,
out
we should go to fucking
we should
Rome. Let's go to
like
Rome.
fucking no, just go like somewhere in Europe. It doesn't even matter where, because I guarantee you-
Amsterdam.
I
Amsterdam.
guarantee you, wherever
Let's
you
go to
wherever you
Albania.
wherever you go to
Okay.
Europe, you'll have good food. That's just
Is there good food in
unless
Albania?
unless you go to Belarus, because Belarus just doesn't have good food. But other than that,
No, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? If we
sorry,
go to Europe,
Belarusians.
if we go to Europe, we should go around Christmas time and go to the Christmas markets.
We could
Christmas
go to the
markets
Christmas
are
Kenneth,
amazing.
Kenneth,
Oh
you're
my
fucking
God.
Yo,
an
what up?
hour and
You're
5 minutes
late.
late.
Yo, what's up?
Yo,
Who's the new
what's
guy?
up? So
Hi,
this
I'm
is Scuba.
He's a
Mr.
guest.
Kenneth. He's the guest we brought on today. He is Nick Kage and Nick Kage the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it. It's a lit movie.
Oh, lit movie. What are your
Nice.
what's your rating? Give me the rating. I
Um,
want to hear
I
your
gotta give it.
I don't think I said my rating either.
No, I saw the comment. I try and read all mine. So
I
Oh,
might
okay.
go with 8.2.
Ooh,
That's pretty solid.
ooh, I'll take
Yeah.
that. I'll take that. But anyways, we were
It was really
discussing
funny, to
best
be
food
honest.
options. Best
yeah,
foods.
no, I definitely think I when I was in Budapest, so my family was like, oh yeah, no, we can't get food from the Christmas markets because we gotta eat the stuff that's free at the hotel. I'm like, but I convinced them,
I've
like,
had that
one night, so
before, that
I got
sucks.
this thing in Budapest. It was like this weird bread thing, right? And they like fill it with all these like peppers and like
I think I
cheese
know
and
what
stuff.
you're talking about.
And
You're
like
talking about
chicken.
khachapuri.
And-
You're talking about khachapuri. It's when they get
maybe
bread and
that.
they put
And then no,
eggs
then they like
inside.
fold it over. No, then they fold it over. They
It's khachapuri.
they actually just lift up. They pull out this giant fucking anvil, like an actual like fucking Minecraft style anvil. Just
Oh.
put it on top of
Oh
it
my-
and like cook it. And it was
Oh,
delicious.
what?
It was
Never
amazing.
mind then.
It was fucking amazing. No, but you like you walk through the Budapest Christmas market. You walk through the Budapest Christmas market, and they have so many different food options. They have like full on chopped boar's heads. Like you can see like all these fucking like fish, like these full on just full fish, just sitting there like in a row, and it's like it looks amazing. It's amazing. I would love to go back.
I feel like that's fucking brilliant. If we
Oh,
had one
Christmas
trip,
markets.
if we could go on one trip, where would you go? Where would you go?
Oh,
With the boys,
Anywhere?
with the boys, with the boys. Where'd you go?
Money isn't an issue. I'm assuming money isn't an
Money
issue.
is not an issue. But don't
Okay.
fucking say Dubai and go to like the most expensive hotel. That's
I'm not.
never
No,
gonna
not
happen.
Dubai.
How about
Japan.
let's go to
Japan. Weebtopia.
St. Petersburg.
in Africa?
Ooh, we could go to
Peterbilt.
Tanzania. Tanzania is pretty
Oh,
cool.
my brother went to Tanzania.
I
For
feel like in
like
Africa, it's
for,
really
like,
cool if you go to like the what is it called? The fucking
my brother loved Tanzania. Morocco,
fucking-
Morocco probably.
Morocco's pretty cool. They have good food as well. And also,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what
take
I've
a trip
heard.
to Portugal, boom, just take a boat.
I want to go to Portugal, but I think my friends and I, like my group, would just. I think we'd really want to go to Japan.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah,
you
I know who's definitely influencing that opinion. But
Yeah.
Weeb shit. No, I'm kidding.
No,
100%.
we probably would do all the weeb shit that we could. Then we go into the
Just for the
forest, we'd
lulz,
find
you know.
a dead body like a Logan.
Oh,
Paul.
Just for the lulz.
no,
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not gonna do that. I
don't know if you guys have
I
talked
just think
about it.
Japanese culture is really fascinating because like I've seen a lot of Europe, I've seen like a lot of England. I'm like, fascinated by the Dark Ages.
Wait, Kenneth, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but how did you guys come up with like the movie idea, and who edited the movie?
Oh,
I
Scu
edited the movie.
I did the VFX.
Glycon wrote it because he had to do it for like a.
It was an English project.
Yeah, he had to do it for an English project.
So
Some of my best videos have just been English projects. I'm not kidding. Like some of my best stuff
What
is
was
just.
the review from the teacher?
Okay, so I wasn't there because I wasn't in that class. Supposedly he got a standing ovation.
Which
No,
means,
from, like-
which is fucking banger, fucking brilliant.
That's hilarious.
Dude,
Yeah.
the movie is iconic. It's on IMDb. Famous actor right here.
Does that mean that he
Wait,
had to
hold on.
present it to
Did
the
whole class
class?
have to watch
Yes,
did.
the whole
Just
class
the
watched it
teacher.
and just like
Dude,
apparently
I have a
they
story
all
with that.
just
I'll
stood
tell it
up
later,
and
but-
clapped. Apparently they all just stood up and clapped at the end.
Wait,
Bro, what?
did other people
Yeah.
in the class have to also make the movie? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did,
like-
but their longest movie was like 8 minutes long. Ours was more than double that.
It's like 20 minutes. Yeah.
yeah,
Although it
yours
does
was
feel
funny.
like it's 7 minutes long.
Yeah, it does
not
feel like it was like
it
5
does not
minutes.
It does not feel
Yeah,
like
no,
it's 5 minutes long.
It feels
Yeah.
shorter because you guys probably put like a bunch of hours and then you compiled it into a couple of minutes.
I'm probably gonna have to go in a few minutes just because like I've
Yeah,
company
don't worry,
coming
we're
at
gonna end this
6,
soon.
so-
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was a fucking brilliant movie. It was very fun to make, and I feel like that kind of shows is the fact that at the end of the day we had fun making it, and that's why it feels like it's so short. Is because you can see that we're all enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, it's like
making it at the
I
same time.
feel like the videos that I really feel like are the best are like the ones when you really feel like you're having fun doing it, and you can really tell that they're a lot of fun or whatever. Because it's like, what's it called? Like I think it's really like the 3D world videos I've been making are for like the first 3D world. Like my first 3D world stream, we had so much fun doing it, and you can just tell like in the video. Like I've made like 5 different videos on it already, and I'm still like I still have like an hour left to go on that, and I haven't like edited that at all. But like we just had so much fun with that, and you can really tell because it was a blast. It's fun.
The best fucking movie I can think of where you can see that the crew really enjoys themselves. I mean, you can see that in every Marvel movie, but one that consistently pulls off is Mission Impossible. Like fucking what's his name? The main
Tom
character,
Cruise.
Tom Cruise fucking enjoys the shit out of himself when he makes that.
Yeah, no, like
He's a
him
producer,
climbing the
he's
Tower of
whatever.
Dubai, he did that.
You can tell he enjoys doing that, and that's why the movies are so successful. Is because like it's the same concept over and over again, but they're so enjoyable to watch because he does the things and he enjoys doing it. It's
Yeah,
just like if Tom Cruise wasn't in Mission Impossible, it would not be successful.
yeah.
That's just fucking it.
So to kind of, I guess to kind of wrap up this whole thing, I'm gonna tell a story. Like, I never got a standing ovation for presenting this in class,
no,
but
is it Oof Game?
it's not Oof Game.
no.
It's Oofinity War.
Oh, Infinity War. Yeah,
Wait, was
so
that
Dude.
this
also
was
a
the
project
prequel.
per class?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was also an
so
English
basically
project.
This was like the very, very first film that me and Miguel. This is like a 3-part. I consider this
3
like
parts?
Short.
I consider this like the Nick Cage movie. I consider it like Infinity War 3 or whatever you want to call it.
It's fucking.
I consider
brilliant.
this like this because Miguel's in it number 1 and number 2. It just feels
We
like
have a
it's the-
crossover event. We
It
have,
has
like,
the
a whole
exact same
cinematic
vibe to
universe.
it. It's like a
Dude,
Marvel.
We should make a
Studios type of thing.
cinematic universe for this.
Dude, that'd
Nick
be
Cage, the
fucking
cinematic
epic.
universe.
Yeah,
I actually do
Miguel.
have plans. I have this one plan for an IRL video this summer that I want to do. It's like
This
I don't know,
summer.
it's kind of Minecraft related. He knows what I'm
Oh,
talking
I know what
about.
he's talking about.
But I
Oh,
have
God.
plans for it. It's really I can't say because I don't want people to like copy because I feel like it is something that people could easily copy. But it's like
Yeah,
it's something that
okay.
people will definitely
it's
copy.
it's a really kind of interesting idea, and I think it's a really interesting take on something that's already kind of like a popular
No, but anyway,
trend.
Okay.
keeps what you were saying.
Yeah,
Dom.
yeah. So basically, this is like the first film that we ever made, and again, it wasn't for an English project. It was for a science project.
Oh.
Now-
Oh my, no
So-
way!
So basically, the
do you
teacher,
pull it
the
off?
assignment was this. The assignment was get a like they handed us like a stuffed mole, like a mole, like the animal.
Oh, like a mole, like the number, like the atomic molecule.
yeah.
Like
And
6.02
somebody,
times 10 to the 26 or whatever.
yeah, it was a play on of that, but it was also like an actual stuffed mole, and they were like, make a joke or like make something that kind of relates to mole, and it was
Thanos be like, I'm gonna reduce this world to a mole.
yeah, it's some shit like that. No,
It's even
but the
better.
idea behind it was I was just gonna I requested the mole to be blue, and I was gonna tape like a shield onto it and just call it Captain Amolica. But I did not stop there in the
Oh
slightest.
no, you didn't.
I got Miguel and I got one of my other friends who I'm not gonna drop his name. We went over to that friend's house. I'm not gonna drop his name. We went to his house and filmed this in his basement. We went to his house and we filmed like me again with the Infinity Gauntlet. I had it at that time as well in like 2018. I had that Infinity Gauntlet, but basically it was me as the villain again. Miguel was like the superhero, and it was so lazily edited that we were like sitting down the whole time. Like we weren't even like standing up. Like we were all sitting down, and I was like pretending to die while just still sitting in my chair in my seat because I was just too fucking lazy to get up. But we made this whole like movie, and maybe Miguel can like send you the link to it later, and you can watch it.
The movie.
Yeah. I think you have it on private or something like that.
I can show you the Oof Game series, the Oof
Yeah.
and
Show
Oof
him
Game.
that and show him Oof Game. Oof Game's like the sequel to that. So basically, that's from like 2018. That whole film.
Both of them are.
We filmed it, and then it was something like it was either 2018 or 2019, but it was like after Infinity War came out, obviously, because that was like the biggest fucking thing for us at the time. But basically, I went to class, and then it had to be like as soon as the school year was ending. It was like the same month, like May or June or something like that. I presented that to the class, and I thought it was hilarious.
But no one else did.
Nobody fucking laughed the whole time.
Yo.
And by the time we got like halfway through, I just put my fucking head down like this because I was just so fucking
It was just one of those moments where you think it's like an amazing thing, and then you show it to everyone, and then you just realize,
and then I realized
terrible.
Yeah, and then I realized it was one of those moments. There was no turning back. No, my teacher was dying laughing like almost the whole time. Like she thought it was hilarious.
There you go.
There was one person who laughed during the whole time. And then during that whole series, Miguel, you said something like, I'm not going to spoil the joke, but it just has something to do with a bus. That's all I'm going to say.
You made a battle bus joke, didn't
no.
you?
There's no battle bus joke, nothing like that. The sentence just has the word bus in it. As soon as you hear it, that's the one moment where one kid in the entire class just went, ha, that's it. And it was awkward too. Like, it was like, oh, like it was like halfway through, I just realized like this is one of those, I'm in this moment and there's no turning back. Like, it was so fucking horrible. But my teacher gave me an A.
Everybody's joking now.
I will say that my teacher gave me an A. She thought it was spectacular.
The fucking best fucking Avengers spin-off of all time. Oof Game and Oof.
My Norse mythology video. I presented it to the class, and just like my teacher prefaced it with like, "Oh yeah, so Scoop, like I'm just gonna say Scoop for a minute." He said like my name, like Scuba had sent me this at like 10 p.m. last night, and it's honestly one of the most interesting things I've ever seen a student make. So he just presented the video to the class, and it was a hit.
I had to do mythology. I got Theseus, so I just did Among Us.
I got the entirety of Norse mythology. I got Norse mythology, and I was so hyped.
I did Among Us.
God.
I did Among Us.
I still have to make a sequel to that.
I don't know where the video went. I think I probably deleted it off my computer or something. But I basically edited everything as Among Us characters. It's so stupid, but so many people thought it was amazing. Oh yeah, and then I also did the Spider-Man because we were doing like fucking superheroes, and I had to present my Spider-Man. My dude, everyone, the entire fucking class clapped and asked to watch it again because it was so fucking brilliant.
Oh, what?
Dude,
I need to see the Spider-Man video.
I don't know where the Spider-Man one is. It's just like so well made. It's just generally.
You gotta have it uploaded to Drive though, right?
Wait,
I have that one uploaded to YouTube.
Spider-Man?
The Spider-Man one uploaded to YouTube.
Okay, good.
Send me a link.
I will send you the link. So
send me the link too, Miguel. I need to see this because I don't think I've seen it either. What's up, Kenny?
Oh, never mind.
I don't think I've shown anyone outside my school.
I have not. I've not seen it.
I don't think I've shown anyone outside class. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people really liked it, and they fucking asked to play it again.
Okay. Before we end the podcast, Kenneth, do you have anything that you want to say? Any questions or anything that you wanted to just like kind of wrap it all up with?
Late boomer.
I thought we were gonna wrap it up, but I think we have time for like one more.
No, I mean, I think you guys pretty much covered it all. Well,
okay.
I'll just watch it back.
Yo.
No, but I was asking you if you had like if you wanted to say anything, like if you came into this podcast like wanted to like say anything or ask a question or something like that.
No.
I just want to say
Okay,
one
cool.
thing before we end, though. There's one
Go
thing I
on.
do want to say.
Go on.
Okay, yeah.
So-
go on, say it.
According to YouTube statistics, only a small percentage of
no.
people
No.
who watch the Rated E crew are actually subscribed. You should subscribe right now. And then also subscribe to me, specifically me,
Shout out
and
to
maybe
Scubashark.
Miguel.
Shout out to Scubashark.
Yes.
Shout out.
And everyone here. Honestly, subscribe to everyone here. Like,
Subscribe to
these
everyone
guys
here.
are great. They're fantastic.
Shark.
Share with your friends, most importantly.
Yeah,
Please, we
share-
need the attention.
Share with your friends. Oh yeah, also just one thing I want to say before we go is that like when we did the final credit scene, like we recorded all of that.
Oh,
And there was just
no.
one scene where it was basically just us walking down the street while me and Miguel just kept doing like, oh hi Mark, oh hi Danny, like the room style, just walking down the street the entire time. I need to find that. I need to find the video too. I think it's on Glycon's phone. I think it's on Glycon's
Yeah,
phone.
Glycon definitely has that.
But it's so
Also,
stupid.
During the drive back, we almost fucking died.
We did.
We almost died.
Really? What the fuck happened?
Because
This
fucking
guy
car
just
pulled
decided,
out
oh yeah,
of
stop
nowhere.
signs don't exist.
Yeah, he just decided
It almost
to
T-boned us.
drive past the stop sign, so he almost hit us.
Yeah.
But we're here. Thank you for watching, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
thank you.
It's been a long time, but since we've been doing this, but we're back, and make sure to like, subscribe, comment anything you need in
Subscribe.
the description, and I'll see you
Share,
later.
follow, rate 5
Bye.
stars on this video.
See ya.
Rate 5 stars.
Right.